Today, we honor West Virginia University's 2017 May graduates, 147 years after Marmaduke H. Dent became the university's first graduate and alumnus. Please welcome West Virginia University's College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences candidates for graduation. And now, please welcome members of the Platform Party, College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences faculty and staff, led by Dean Dana Brooks. Tony Caridi, broadcaster and today's commencement speaker. Dr. Jack Watson, University Marshal, carrying the University Mace. Sue Day Perutz, Associate Provost for Undergraduate Academic Affairs. Dean Keith Bailey, WVU Online and Continuing and Professional Education. And Joyce McConnell, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Please rise for the singing of our national anthem, performed by members of the West Virginia University Chamber Singers.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Please remain standing for the singing of the Alma Mater.
sing we all thy honor, everlasting through thy years. Alma, our alma mater, we pledge in song to you. Hail, long hail our alma mater, West Virginia, you.
Right now? No, that goes first.
You may be seated. Please welcome Dean Dana Brooks.
Oh, good afternoon. Come on, this is a great day. Come on now. Hey, come on. Come on. Welcome to 2017 College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences graduation ceremony. It's a great day. It's a day to cherish, to celebrate. It's also a day to say what? To say thank you, thank you, thank you to your parents, your family, friends, and faculty who support you. Let's start it out. Say thank you very much. Come on, it's a great day here, folks. At this time, I'd like to invite all of the family members, friends, guests of this year's graduating class. Please stand up. Please stand up. Friends, graduates, family members, stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. And class of 2017, stand up and show love to them. Stand up and say thank you. Stand up, stand up. Come on now. Oh yeah. Yeah. Come on. Come on. That's right. All right. Come on, be seated, please. I work with a world-class faculty. But the faculty, please stand and be recognized. And class of 2017, thank them for their hard work. Thank them. Come on, show love. Stand up, faculty. All right. You know you love them. Two faculty members, Dr. James Hannon, Dr. Emily Jones, please stand. Please stand, Dr. Jones. Dr. Hannon, please stand. They're leaving us, so thank them for the hard work. They'll be missed. Come wave, guys. Thank you so much. For all the honors grads, please stand. Summa cum laude, all of them stand up. Go, honors students, stand up. Come on, you worked hard for this day. Honors students. Yes, thank you. I'd like to recognize the graduates who served this nation with valor and sacrifice. The red, white, and blue cords these students hold today are a tribute to their selfless service. So recognize our service students. Please stand up. Yes. Yes, please, come on. Yes, yes, yes. We'll also honor the faculty and staff who have served. Will the veterans, those currently serving in the armed services, please stand up and recognize your talents and gifts. Service members, faculty, staff, alumni, everybody stand up. My honor to introduce the platform party. First, my boss, you got me now, my boss, Joyce McConnell, Provost and Vice Provost. Stand up, Joyce, wave, stand up. This activity is here. VP Academic Affairs. Next, Sue Day Peruse, Associate Provost, stand up, my second boss. Come on, stop, come on. Thank you, Sue. Dean Keith Bailey, W Online, Dean Keith Bailey. Our commencement speaker. Whoa, you're in for a treat. The voice of Mountaineers since 1997, Tony Caridi, stand up. You're gonna be a treat today. Oh yeah. You know, we're blessed to have a great staff at CPAS. Well, all the staff, stand up and please let me recognize someone special. Someone special. Carol Strait. Carol Strait, 40-some years. Where's Carol? Thank you, Carol. Come on. 40-some years of providing this service to us. Teresa Cabello. Teresa, she here? Oh, she's back there. Wave her arm. Thank Teresa. Give her high fives back there. Lindsay Augustine. Where's Lindsay? She's somewhere. Raise your hand, Lizzie. All right. Colleen Slago. Colleen, where are you? All the hard work behind the scenes. Thank you, Colleen. Also need to recognize Reagan Gilder. Reagan, please stand up and wave your hands. Oh, yes, well, where are you, Reagan? On the Dean's Student Advisory Board. The Blue and Gold Ambassadors, wave your hands. Thank you for work. The ambassadors, wave anyway. Thank them for work. There you go. Bill Nebben, our reader. Bill is great. Thank you, Bill. Come on, stand, wave hand, Bill. Britt Miller, Prelude, Recessional, and Alma Mater. He's a busy man. Britt, where are you, buddy? Over there, thank you. Oh, great job every year. And the W Chamber Singers, they're great. Come on, CPAS, welcome to singers. My word to you, class of 2017. Mountaineers go first. CPAS leads the way. Congratulations, 2017. Great job, folks. All right.
Thank you, Dean Brooks. Madeline Carroll has been selected as this year's CPAS Shape American Outstanding Major of the Year recipient. Ms. Carroll is from Lewisburg, West Virginia, and is completing her Bachelor of Science in Athletic Training. Throughout her undergraduate career, she's been named to both the President's and Dean's List, and has also received several CPAS Scholarship Awards. Over the past 4 years, Ms. Carroll has been involved in a variety of extracurricular activities. She has served as the treasurer of the West Virginia University Athletic Trainers Association and student representative of the State Athletic Trainers Association. She is a member of the West Virginia Volunteers in Mission, having participated in missions both domestically and internationally. Please welcome to the podium, Madeline Carroll.
First, First, I'd like to start off and thank all CPAS faculty and staff for this amazing opportunity. I'd also like to thank my family and friends, because without their love and support, I would truly not be standing here today. When I first sat down to write this speech, the first thing that came to mind was an instance that caught my attention during a sporting event. So seeing how this is the College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences, I feel it is fitting to share this moment with you today. So let me take you back to March, during the NCAA tournament, as WVU took on Gonzaga in the Sweet 16. In the game's thrilling final moments, during a timeout, a conversation between the announcers on the television broadcast stood out to me. I'm paraphrasing here, but when one announcer remarked at how surprised he was at how well West Virginia was playing Gonzaga, the other responded by saying West Virginia was playing to its underdog identity. But when he asked what made up that identity, his only response was, well, it's West Virginia. I'll be honest, this exchange at first made me kind of mad. Kind of like that feeling we've all experienced when we hear someone refer to us as Western Virginia. So it got me to thinking, what is an underdog and why are we perceived as one? According to Webster's dictionary, an underdog is a loser or predicted loser in a struggle or contest. But no offense to Mr. Webster, I believe he left some things out. So please bear with me as I try to read between the lines. An underdog means that people will recognize you by your passion. It means that you're not afraid of a little hard work or getting your hands dirty. It's being familiar with getting knocked down, but being more familiar with getting back up. It means never quitting, even when things get hard. And it means you never look down on someone else because you've been there before yourself. And it means rising to the occasion when time after time you've been counted out. And most importantly, it means doing something with the thought of others in mind and not just yourself. So if that's an underdog and if that's West Virginia, then count me in. I think I can speak for all of us here when I say that we are all proud to be underdogs. We are all proud to be Mountaineers, and we are all proud to wear that flying WV. And even more so, we are now proud to be graduates from WVU College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences. Thank you, congratulations, class of 2017, and God bless.
Maybe come back a second here. Come back. You can't go way back. Well, after class, thank you for a great speech, and thank you for a great student and a great person. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Tony Caridi is recognized as the state of West Virginia's most popular sports voice. As the radio play-by-play announcer of the West Virginia University Mountaineers, Tony Caridi is a prominent figure in the collegiate sports world. He recently completed his 21st season as radio announcer and 31st season with the Mountaineer Sports Network. Tony has also provided play-by-play for several national networks, including ESPN and Westwood One Radio. He's been honored as the West Virginia Sportscaster of the Year and for his play-by-play work by the West Virginia Broadcasters Association. He has hosted his own nightly statewide sports talk show on the Metro News Radio Network since 1986. As a founding member of Pikewood Creative, Tony is responsible for generating new business development, fostering client relationships, and directing the Pikewood team in its creative trajectory. Tony was raised in his family's grocery business in Lockport, New York. He attended Syracuse University, we'll forgive him for that, and graduated with a degree in broadcast journalism. In December, he released his first ever children's book entitled Where, Oh Where Could We Go? The book is a whimsical trek around the state of West Virginia. Please welcome to the podium one of the best in the business, Mr. Tony Caridi.
The last time I wore a graduation gown, I was scared and I was anxious. I was scared because after 17 years of formal education, I had no job and no idea of what I would do next, and anxious because the bottle of wine that we had snuck into the ceremony had a cork in it, and we did not have a corkscrew. For the record, I eventually did find a job and successfully used my car keys to pull away the cork. So just as this commencement speaker was concluding his speech, I was able to take a big gulp of Bordeaux with a bunch of floating cork particles in my mouth. That's your first lesson today. You will eventually reach your ultimate goal, but there is a good chance you'll have to be creative in navigating your path. I was really nervous when I graduated, and it's only natural if you are as well. Think about it. As little clueless kids, we're placed on our educational system's equivalent of a moving sidewalk, and we just start rolling from preschool to elementary to middle school, high school, college, and then all of a sudden we hear that message: attention, your educational sidewalk is coming to an end, watch your step, have a great life, and start paying back your college loan now. So sure, it is only natural to be anxious along with a bunch of other emotions. But here's the good news that I'm going to offer you. It's going to be all right, and you're all going to be okay. Honestly, you really are. I say that because I have spent the last 30 years watching and trying to help fresh out of college graduates get started. I've seen what works, and I've seen what doesn't work. When I was in your position, I made a deal with myself that if I ever had a chance to help someone, I would, because I knew how difficult and uncomfortable it was. I remember the feeling of not knowing where to turn, and in a word, it sucked. So the easy thing for me to do here right now is to transition into some politically correct BS and make you feel all warm and fuzzy. But instead, I'm going to talk to you guys like I talk to my kids. And since my two twin sons are graduating from WVU this weekend, you are getting the absolute freshest version of my "Okay, what now" sermon. I got 4 things for you. Number 1, go to frickin' work. Here's the deal. We live in a day and a time where technology is exploding around us. Every single day there's a new product, a new device, a new app that's going to make our life easier. Well, that's great, but easy's never going to bring you success. Work brings you success, and there will be no innovation that will ever replace work. Old-fashioned, blue-collar work ethic is still the secret sauce. No employer gives you a fricking thing. The college world that you've been living in is closer to Disney than real life. It's time to buckle it up. It's time to buckle it up and to prove to someone that you belong and you can bring value to their organization. Check this out. My father came to this country from Italy, 32 years old, did not speak a single word of English. He bought a grocery store, and he and my mom worked in that store from 9 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, 7 days a week for 52 years. My dad had to stop going to school in the 8th grade because his family of 10 brothers and sisters needed him to work. My mom, who was born here in the U.S., finished up high school, and their work ethic overcame what they did not get in a college classroom. You see, they checked all the boxes when it came to success: spiritual, family, financial, friendships, legacy. They had it all. So the quicker you learn that your work ethic trumps your college degree, the better off you're going to be. You need to view the degree as a seed and your work ethic as the water, and that water is going to determine exactly how fast and how big you eventually grow. Over the years, I've noticed that people who tell other people about the number of days they've worked in a row, or ask about receiving a comp day because they just worked a 13-hour day, or they had to work, God forbid, on a weekend, those are the first to run when things get tough. You get the point. Go to frickin' work and make yourself valuable in the eyes of your employer. Number 2, try not to find your passion. Let me repeat that. Try not to find your passion. I've been guilty of it myself. I sit down with someone who's searching for career direction, and I say, well, what's your passion? I now realize that that is incredibly narrow, and it's a limiting question. And if you don't have a definitive answer, you feel like there's something wrong with you. Well, there's nothing wrong with you if you don't know today what your passion is. The question's wrong. You see, we will spend our entire lives finding our passion and passions. You will have more than one. So rather than getting overwhelmed about taking your next step, frame it up like this. I'm starting my post-college walk, and I'm going to sniff and smell and try and taste a number of different things. Some of them I'm going to like, some of them will be just okay, and some I'll hate. But no matter what it is, it's still going to be a positive because each experience brings me a step closer to doing what I was wanting to do. And you will know when you're doing that something special because you literally will feel lighter. You'll feel a sense of comfort and control that lets you know this is the thing. It's that wow moment. 7 weeks after I graduated from college, I came to Morgantown as an afternoon news reporter on radio station WAJR. I want you to know this. The last thing I wanted to do was be a radio news reporter. Last thing I wanted to do. I wanted to be a play-by-play announcer. But I knew that any broadcast experience would be a step in the right direction. And it was. It was invaluable. That's because actually doing something trumps talking about doing something or learning about it. You've got to do it. I went from doing 3 sportscasts a day on my college radio station to doing about 90 on-air reports a week on WAJR. Multiply that by 52 weeks, and in the course of a year, I was able to make huge improvements in what I was doing. And it opened the doors that eventually allowed me to do what I always dreamed about. The same exact thing can happen for you, but only if you're willing and open to accept opportunities when they present themselves rather than holding out for the perfect passion job that may never come. You know, in baseball, scouts have something they call 5-tool players. That means a player that can hit for average, hit for power, run, throw, and field. It's no different in the real world of work. Your potential employer is comparing you to the other candidates by determining how many tools you're going to bring to their job. That's why it's imperative that you start down this career journey and add as many as possible tool belt jobs so that when the question comes, hey, can you do this? You go, yeah, I got that. I can do that. And here's something else that I must share with you. We've all been raised with the belief that people are born with a gift to do certain things. And if you don't have that gift, then you can't do it. You'll hear things like, Bobby is such a gifted artist. He started drawing when he was 3 years old. His work's always been so amazing. Cindy, what an unbelievable musician. At age 5, she had people giving her standing ovations. Well, the reality is that's not true. We are not born with gifts, but rather, through quality practice, we move toward expertise in a field. Don't get me wrong, genetics do play a role. At 6'4", I'm never going to be the jockey on the Kentucky Derby winning horse. I get that part of it, but expertise comes from countless hours of preparation and practice. Malcolm Gladwell, of course, wrote about the 10,000 hours it takes to become an expert in a particular field. Well, he was a little bit off. He was using information that came from Florida State professor Anders Ericsson, who has spent his entire career studying expertise. And I encourage you to read Ericsson's book, which is entitled Peak. He details how to become an expert in a particular field. It does not take 10,000 hours. Ericsson successfully details countless studies that debunk the born with the gift theory and illustrates that actually the greatest of the greats get there by something that he calls deliberate practice. Give you an example. Bob Huggins was not born with a gene to be a great basketball coach, but his deliberate practice made him just the 10th coach all time to win 800 games. He became ultra successful because he was born into a basketball family. His dad ran the biggest summer camp in the state of Ohio, and he worked those summer camps, whether he wanted to or not, every single summer, coaching teams and officiating games. Imagine that, Hugs officiating games. Did he yell at himself? That's the question. Now listen, his dad brought him along to every clinic when Hugs was growing up. And instead of watching TV when he was a kid, he was listening to the game's great coaches talk strategy, talk X's and O's. He lived the game, he loved the game, He acquired an insight and an experience to become one of the game's all-time great coaches. He developed it over time, and you can do the same exact thing. You can elevate yourself to become an expert in your field, but it requires deliberate practice and a commitment to excellence. Once you think, I got this, you'll just be another somebody. The truly great ones are the ones that keep aspiring toward a higher goal. Hugs has won over 800 games. He hasn't won a national championship. That continues to be his motivation. He could say, I got 800, I'm good. But instead, he keeps on going. And know this, when you move toward expertise in your field, the entire dynamic of the employment dance, it changes. Instead of you looking for work, they come looking for you. That's the biggest key. Strive to become an expert in your field. Point number 3, from this day forward, give personal debt the finger. And I know there's a good chance that you've got student loan debt right now, and that's the first thing you have to attack. Priority number 1, get rid of it. You cannot allow personal debt in your life to control you. Like a python, personal debt will move in and slowly wrap itself around you and make you absolutely breathless. It will negatively impact the way that you think, the way that you live, the way that you sleep, and the way that you do everything. An American Psychological Association study shows that 72% of Americans feel stressed about money, 22% feel extreme stress over money. It does not have to be that way. You don't have to be in that group. The absolute worst thing our education system does is provide instruction in financial literacy. It should be mandatory and nonstop from first grade. Like crazy people, we're out there spending and buying things with money that we don't have, and we got no clue with what's going on. I remember getting my first credit card bill right here, Pennsylvania Avenue in Morgantown. I opened it up, $458 from Visa. But it said, minimum payment, $17. And I said, how about those fine folks at Visa? All they need is 17 bucks. What a bunch of great guys. Little did I know that I'd be paying that $17 for the rest of my life. Interest is venom. Debt will control your life unless you take care of it. Like I said, I'm talking to you just like I'm going to talk to my boys, and I do. Pay your credit card bill in full every single month. Don't get a loan unless you're buying something that's going to go up in value. Pay cash for everything else. Buy a house, you're going to get a loan, get it. But pay cash for everything else, because that thing you might not really need. When you have the cash and you still think you need that thing, well, then go ahead and buy that thing. Chances are in a short time you will gain a completely different perspective on what you really need or what you nearly and need to want. People buy things with money they don't have so they can keep up with the Joneses. Who in the heck are the Joneses? Why don't you try to keep up with Dave Ramsey? He's the master of how to live your life without personal debt. He learned the hard way. He went bankrupt, and today's the foremost expert on how to live without personal debt. And yes, you can do it. Before I hit my final point, let me share another possible issue with you that can derail your happiness in your life: alcohol and drugs. Real simple. Animal House is over, everybody. If you used and abused over your last several years, I strongly encourage you to end the party. When it comes to alcohol, I'm going to give you the philosophy that the all-time winningest coach at West Virginia used to use, Don Nehlen. He used to tell his guys, drink your first, sip your second, decline your third. Abusing alcohol will not only negatively impact you and your walk, but also all of those around you. It can devastate a family. As for drugs, real simple. No, not ever. Finally, item number 4. I've spent all my time so far talking about getting a job, traveling the path, becoming an expert, making money, spending money, and all of that. But the biggest thing I want to leave you with is that all these elements I've mentioned will not necessarily guarantee you a happy and fulfilled life. The older I get, the more people I see, those that are really satisfied and those that are really fulfilled in their jobs are doing something that provides meaning and value to others, not just to themselves. And I say that from the perspective of a genuine meaning and a value. It's not found in the guy or the girl who scams their way to success by pretending they care, but rather in people that find their life's work and come alongside and guide others to help them achieve their goal. to the athletic trainers and to the physical therapists who dedicate themselves to helping their patients return to health, to the teachers who plant the seeds in a young man or a woman which allows them to realize their dreams and become contributors in our society, and to the marketers and the managers, the administrators who use their skills to provide true value and help others grow and fully experience life. That's the true meaning of career success. It's not what you can accumulate, but rather what you can share and facilitate. Now, it's only natural that it's going to take you time to fully understand and appreciate that. It took me a long time. But the quicker you get there, the more true enjoyment and satisfaction you'll experience from your life's work. I encourage you now to start the walk, enjoy the process. It is fun. It's amazing fun as you walk down this road. Help and guide others. And if you've got any doubts, if the journey is worth taking, I'm going to ask you to think about this. You are seated today, each and every one of you, because someone else at some point sacrificed for you. It may be your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, or your family friend. Someone did for you just what I asked you to do. Many of them never had the privilege of attending college. Stepping outside of yourself and helping someone else will honor those who came before and sacrificed for you. You owe it to them, and you owe it to yourself. Standing still will snuff out the dreams that others had for you. Go ahead, start the walk, and I guarantee that you will enjoy the journey of a lifetime. Congratulations.
Come on, wasn't that fantastic presentation? Come on, just thank Tony, everybody. Class, stand up. He did a great job. Come on, stand up. Great job. Don't run away yet. On behalf of the class of 2017, please accept this small token of appreciation. Tony, you're the best.
Thank you.
Standing O for Tony. Standing O. All right. Please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy a performance of Simple Gifts.
Tis the gift to be simple, tis the gift to be free, tis the gift to come down where you want to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight.
Oh, true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we shall not be ashamed. Turn, turn, will be our delight, till by turning, turning we grow, grow, grow. Turn, turn, will be our delight, till by turning, turning we grow, grow, grow.
Tis the gift to be simple, tis the gift to be free, tis the gift to come down where you want to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight.
Reagan Geldart is the Vice President of the Dean Student Advisory Board and Chair of the Fundraising Committee. She is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Sport and Exercise Psychology and a minor in Human Services. This past year, she served as the Sport and Exercise Psychology Club President and a peer advisor for her major. As a peer advisor, Reagan co-founded the Association of Women Networking in Sport and Physical Activity. She has been on the Dean Student Advisory Board for the past 2 years. Please welcome Reagan Geldart.
Thank you. Hello, class of 2017. My name is Reagan Geldart, and on behalf of the Dean Student Advisory Board, I am honored to have the opportunity to stand in front of all of you today. The Dean Student Advisory Board is in charge of raising funds for our Senior Scholarship Award available in fall 2017. While working on our main fundraiser, a sports memorabilia auction, the Dean introduced me to one of his colleagues. This colleague asked me, from a student's perspective, how does one get busy, poor college students to give back to their college? The answer was simple. When you have a college with professors and a dean like ours, giving back is a pleasure. It has been an honor to have the opportunity to work alongside the other Dean Student Advisory Board members to provide a scholarship to a well-deserved rising senior. On behalf of the board, congratulations, CPAS class of 2017. Cheers.
It's that time. What time is that? Time for graduation. So I now present the students who fulfilled the requirements for graduation from the College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences of West Virginia University. Come on now. Hey, come on, it's your turn. I invite Pros McConnell, Tony Caridi, and the faculty of Coaching and Teaching Studies to join me congratulating the students of 2017. Come on down. Come on down.
Would the graduates in Coaching and Teaching Studies please
Faculty
stand
members?
and proceed to the podium? Adam Bradley Kaczmarchi, Coaching and Teaching Studies, Doctor of Philosophy. Renee Barbara Ann Brown, Coaching and Teaching Studies, Doctor of Philosophy. Adam James Keith, Coaching and Teaching Studies, Doctor of Philosophy. Yang Song, Coaching and Teaching Studies, Doctor of Philosophy. Bryce Andrew Bowman, Athletic Coaching, Master of Science. Courtney Lynn Parenti, Coaching and Sport Education, Master of Science. Thomas J. McLean, Coaching and Sport Education, Master of Science. Latoya Janine Weiss, Coaching and Sport Education, Master of Science. Thiago dos Santos Barbosa, Coaching and Sport Education, Master of Science. Jabin Weaver, Coaching and Sport Education, Master of Science. Andrew Christopher Marsh, Athletic Coaching Education, Bachelor of Science. Ross Stewart Glegg, Athletic Coaching Education, Bachelor of Science. Nieko Miguel Torres, Athletic Coaching Education, Bachelor of Science. Brian Joseph Haug, Athletic Coaching Education, Bachelor of Science. Tyler Christopher Geritano, Athletic Coaching Education, Bachelor of Science. Marcus Perry Scott, Athletic Coaching Education, Bachelor of Science. Zachary Noah Roskowinski, Athletic Coaching Education, Bachelor of Science. Noah Watson Orndorff, Athletic Coaching Education, Bachelor of Science. Hunter Gibson Ferrari, Athletic Coaching Education, Bachelor of Science. Elizabeth Rose Spencer, Athletic Coaching Education, Bachelor of Science. Andrew Earl Sendek, Athletic Coaching Education, Bachelor of Science. Daniel William Boring, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Master of Science. Dustin Allen Knuckles, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Master of Science. Brianna Renee Parks, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Master of Science. Alexis L. McCarthy, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Master of Science. Obadiah Atkinson, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Robert Joseph Price, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Dylan Kenneth Kulik, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Bachelor of Science. Markisha K. Coleman, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Tate Alexander Bennett, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Taylor Marie Dolmer, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Anthony Joseph Godino, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Bachelor of Science. Lexi Jean Candela, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Bachelor of Science. Danielle Shea Gray, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Michelle Lynn Newhouse, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Bachelor of Science. David Russell Knotts, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Bachelor of Science. Go ahead. Rachel Bell, Physical Education, Teacher Education, Bachelor of Science. Ryan T. Daniels, Athletic Training, Master of Science. Andy Michelle Stark, Athletic Training, Master of Science. Erica Zamaitis, Athletic Training, Master of Science. Margaret Long, Athletic Training, Master of Science. Kelsey Ulrich, Athletic Training, Master of Science. Aaron Matthew Yoder, Athletic Training, Master of Science. Juan Benjamin Lopez, Athletic Training, Master of Science. Neil Walter Ehlers, Athletic Training, Master of Science. Jordan Ricks, Athletic Training, Master of Science. Samuel Jeremiah Busher, Athletic Training, Master of Science. Lucas Clavider, Athletic Training, Master of Science. Daniel Patrick Hepner, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Paige Elizabeth Engelman, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Courtney Ann Smith, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Kelsey Jo Lang, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Megan Jean Walker, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Morgan Davis Turner, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Amanda Nicole Branch, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Allison Marie Coons, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science. Lionel Dwayne McBrayer, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science. Caleb Thomas Cole Ellison, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Kiara Marche Kroons, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science. Aaron H. White, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Randy Denise Wright, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science. Trevor James Humphrey, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Titi Corberiachet, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Madeline Lee Carroll, Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Okay, so is this Sammy Lee, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy. Lee Allison Bryant, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy. Megan Kylie Holbrook, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy. Megan Marie Bird, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy. Stephanie Maurice, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy. Jana Lima Fogasa, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy. Jake Connor Hutchinson, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Jake Ryan Saunders, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Alexandria Rose Battle, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Austin Joseph LaFacia Ryan, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Duran Eric Wallace, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Corey Alexander Saunders, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Kylie Danielle Clokus, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Paige Elizabeth McFarland, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Shannon Elizabeth Cawley, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Hannah Marie Dado, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Therese Inez Raywalt, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Corey Michael Stainbrook, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Jake Sanders Smith, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Savannah Lauren Gearhart, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Joseph Ryan Gruber, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Carissa Nicole Funk, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Kelsey Mayumi Egi, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Brittany Nicole Flanders, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Reagan Geldart, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Alexis Marie Popa, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Megan Elizabeth Height, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Jasmine Kiera Haas, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Carly Brooke Yoho, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Isaac Owen Joseph Reed, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Carly Marie Musser, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Rachel Paige Williams, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Salvatore Anthony Rayner, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Nathan Eric Blamick, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Madison Elaine Rolls, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Mariel Ashley Simcoe, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Dylan James Rector, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Benjamin Guy Michael, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Coyle Alexander Hobson, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Kip Kemboy, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Elizabeth Nicole Crump, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Catherine Suzanne Bouchel, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Kaya Margole, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Sarah Mae Tracy, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Jasmine Brianna Sims, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Rachel Marie Kopang, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Emily Wallace Hill, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Abigail Koff, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Rush Maxwell Bishop, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Lindsay Faye Goodman, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Robert Alexander Brooks, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Nicholas Christian Meadows, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Harry John Ellis, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Alec Carson Horvath, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. William Edward Dunn, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Jared Cromwell, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Cameron Jesse Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Matthew David Myers, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. David Glenn Paulson, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Jessica Marie Clough, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Joseph Nicholas Barron, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Haley Pataki, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Jenna Kayleen Sheik, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Matthew Theodore Kirchner, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Cheyenne Catherine Schleider, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Michaela Marie Leonard, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Andrew Michael Klon, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Dylan C. Hurd, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Kevin Half, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science. Alfonso M. Mendez, Sport and Exercise Psychology, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. D'Amico? Brianna? Brianna Marie D'Amico, Sport Management, Master of Science. Tajma? Duela? Tajma Duela Brown, Sport Management, Master of Science. Aaron Harper Stats, Sport Management, Master of Science. Abigail Faith Roberts, Sport Management, Master of Science. Adam Michael Schmidt, Sport Management, Master of Science. Audrey Claire Gunther, Sport Management, Master of Science. Jason Edward Leslie, Sport Management, Master of Science. Adrian Elvis Lumumba, Sport Management, Master of Science. Joshua Robert Camp, Sport Management, Master of Science. Laura Marie Stefano, Sport Management, Master of Science. Ashley Marie Hardert, Sport Management, Master of Science. Samantha Elizabeth Strajak, Sport Management, Master of Science. Samuel David Mitro, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Shannon Lee Hallbritter, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Hey, buddy. Alex Bradford King, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Alex Wade Hamble, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Jonas H. Terrell, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Elijah P. LeCain, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Bradley Thomas Appleby, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Troy Benjamin Hughes, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. James Lewis Hesdra, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Nicholas Harrison, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Gary Dante Oden, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Brian Anthony Lawney, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Eric Robert Lawney, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Michael Burke Fritz, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Brandon D. Watkins, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Christopher Michael Snediger, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Alexander James Lombardo, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Shane Robert Romanko, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Brandon James Copeland, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Max Kilmer Ostrom, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. William Robert Jones, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Kaylin Michelle Rose, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Afton Renee McLaughlin, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Austin Tyler Carpenter, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Matthew Christopher Polka, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Ryan Thomas Bobe, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Kimberly Ray King, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Andrew R. Bradfield, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Nicholas A. Eads, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Spencer Ross Kahn, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science. Dylan Jacob Sine, Sport Management, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Provost McConnell, this concludes the presentation of the candidates for graduation.
I think I've got it here. There we go. I'm good.
Rolling. Come on, Dana. Her name's Dana, too. Dana's okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I am delighted to be here today to celebrate today's graduates, tomorrow's leaders. As those of you who've been on campus this year already know, this year West Virginia University turned 150, and I promise you I haven't been here since the beginning. Celebrating our birthday has meant looking back, reflecting on our growth from a small agricultural college to a multi-campus Research One institution, and honoring generations of successful graduates just like you. It also means looking forward. We envision many, many more years of bringing people together and transforming our world for the better. But looking around today, we don't have to imagine these things. We see them embodied in all of you. Physical activity plays a vital role in improving people's health and well-being. Yet West Virginia has the highest rate of cardiovascular disease in the nation. And even educated professionals are chained to their desks with electronic devices by the demands of a globally connected world. We need professionals like you in the sports, athletic coaching fields, exercise more than ever. We need you. Our lives depend on you. You have acquired real-world experience in state-of-the-art fitness and wellness facilities that will set you apart and put you in demand with employers. You also have the focus, you're on the journey to find your passion, and vision that will advance society. I cannot wait to see where your journey takes you and how your WVU education will help you change the world. And now, will the candidates from the College of Physical Activity and Sports Science please rise? Professionals in your fields improve the quality of people's lives, save lives, can even help us all live healthier, happier, longer lives. You may work with athletes, with patients, with small children, or with people who need to discover their own strength. But no matter what your path, you are poised to demonstrate the difference one person can make in the life of another. I urge you all to hold on to your commitment, to your commitment to work hard, to dream big. Believe with all your heart that knowledge and hard work can turn dreams into destinies. Make your work an expression of love to a world in need, and make every day that you live an opportunity to learn. You are ambassadors for this great institution and for the life-changing power of education. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the West Virginia University Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. As West Virginia's newest graduates, you may move your tassels to the left side of your cap as a symbol of your achievement. Please join me in congratulating our newest graduates.
I read this whole thing? Okay. Right now? Please remain standing, graduates. University marshals will release you in an orderly manner after the platform party exits the floor.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Minus lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, mist to taste of moon.